know that in order to make both perceivable and interpretable sonifications, that we need to bring together a lot of different disciplines. And when we bring all those people together, magic happens.
For the first time, I heard a sonification of an exoplanet transit, and you can hear the specific shape of the transit.
I was literally blown away the first time that Jeff was able to sonify a spectrum for me.
And I think that was one of the moments that the data sort of came alive to me, because it felt like this was for the first time some representation of the data that was meant for me, you know?
And it was the sonification that opened the door to me, to the data, as others would see it with their eyes for the very first time.
Let's define equivalent purpose and have a clear, measurable, baseline for what this means, and that way we can actually start making some progress in getting blind people into these professions that are so currently visual centric.
Sound has an amazing ability to reach people and get them to feel things in a way that looking at a graph doesn't.
The use of systematically presenting data using sound is what we now call sonification. Yeah, it might be a little bit newer because of the advent of computer technology and the MIDI and the ability for machines to make sounds. Okay, that's relatively new, but the concept of using sound to convey information is as old as we are.
Amazing how many insights will come from the place where you least expect them.
We have ears for good reason, and our hearing and our auditory pathways are complementary to, and in some aspects superior to, visual perception.
So nice with like the Geo SonNet crew and like with Leaf's presentation, you get a visualization of like the magma in the caldera and the eruption while you're listening to the sonification. That's how it should be done. Not like there's one way to do it, but like that's a great example of sonification.
And that's what the Geo SonNet does. We bring all these people together to have rich conversations about how each one of their disciplines can contribute to creating perceivable and interpretable data sonifications, and allow us to get to the point where we can let the data sing to us. Who knows what we'll discover?